At least I know I'm live. 5 minutes late, but I made it. We'll see if anyone shows up. I'll go let people know on Instagram. See if anyone's over there. Dayla's in the house. Hey, Jason. What's up? Where have you been? Hi, Kim. Class is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not today. It's tomorrow. It's the 23rd, not the 22nd. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Did you sign up for it? You signed up for it. Then it's tomorrow, you'll be fine. I hate my hair right now. Yep. Okay, cool. Can you guys hear the music or is it too low? Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's because for Christmas, I got a Pill Beats, speaker for Christmas. And so you can kind of hear it. Oh, I don't know. That's probably on your end then. If you can kind of hear it, it might be on your end. Because if Jason can hear it, I turned it up a tad, but I don't want to turn it up too much. I turned it up a tad. So I'm having a root beer float. This is the drink of choice. I can't have, what is it called? Swigs, right? I always want to call it sips. It's really weird to look at my hair in here because it's going the opposite. Like on my face, I have to go like this. It's showing it going down this. It's looking the opposite the way I feel it. So really throws me off. This is actually on my left side. Anyway. Swig. Okay. So swig. I don't have swig, so I have a root beer float. It is yummy. It is yummy. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Here's the ice cream. I hate watching people eat. I'm one of those people. TikTokers. If you're eating, I'm scrolling. I hate it. I don't understand why people think this looks good. Same. Okay. I'm just not one of those people. I know there's people who love watching it, and that's probably why they do it, because it works for those people who have, and yeah, mouth noises. They're like, I'm like, who raised you? Why are you making me live through this? Okay, I did forget I'm doing readings. If you guys need me to go over, it's $20 donation for either a medium or intuitive. Every 15 minutes, I'll remind you because I'm only on here for an hour, and I'll let you know when the lists close. I have to find my list. So here's my list. I know. So hi, Emerly. So those of you who don't know, I'm doing a class on alien communication tomorrow. If you can't make it live, you will be sent a video. For those of you on my Patreon, I made some changes. So go check out if you're in Sacred Scholar. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I also posted on my Patreon for you guys to volunteer to read or get read. Because my people I'm mentoring, are looking for people to read. So go look at that. I'm doing good. What's going on with you? What happened to your blanket thing? Sounds cool. I'm doing my hair in front of you guys with my fingers because I realize I look like a hot mess. Here's the thing, everyone. I have a question. Go check it out. I have a question, and it's a real question. Have you ever? I work from home. Okay, I work from home. I'm selling blankets. How's it going? And because I work from home, I kind of don't have to, go out much. And during the winter, I got very like paranoid of everybody because, I got COVID. And now I not only am I just do everything at home, but going out seems like I feel like I've turned more and more into a hermit. I'm an introvert and an extrovert. Like I can be extroverted when I need to be, and I'm totally fine with talking to people and being like connecting with people, and then I want to kind of run home and hide. But don't you think you can get a little weird sometimes after a while? I'm like, you're just going to Trader Joe's, Adela. Not to mention, I don't go out as much. I think about in my 20s, let me tell you. It was a different Adela, and 30s, first for that matter. And I'm like, what has happened to me that I think going out is going to Target? You know what I mean? Start to become that person. Anyone have that happen to them? Yep, feel the same way. I'm like, who's that person? Why are they talking to me? What are they doing? And someone's like, this happened to me the other day. I was like, that person's staring. And I think I didn't see them very clear. And they're like, they're just smoking on the balcony. And I'm like, I think they're staring at me. And they're like, they're really just smoking on the balcony. and so I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, self-involved much, Adela? Like, oh boy, this is what I mean. So needless to say, I wanted to tell everyone who is listening, who is here, I'm kind of been in that mood of just kind of, I wanted to keep my world small. Speaking of my mentoring, one of my mentees had, I have people practice on me and do readings. And he totally called me out that I am hiding because I tend to do this. With my work, I get out there, I want to push myself out there, and then I kind of just want to keep my world very small. Have my little nice group like right now. Most people are probably like, oh, I want to have hundreds of people in a live or whatever. And I'm like, I would like, a good amount, but I just kind of like to keep with the people I feel connected to who know what I do, especially with the kind of work I do. But I wanted to let everybody know, and I'm just reminding you, I am doing readings if you want, but also I am having 50% off of readings right now, and it will run out tomorrow, and gift certificates. Readings, it's the code SPRING. Gift certificates, it's the code FLOWER if you need me to put it in there, but it will end tomorrow, this special. Anyway, I am about to write chapter 10 of my book. And I'm kind of getting through a chapter a day, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm telling you, I was afraid to tell anybody, but it's just on YouTube. But I don't have to worry because nobody's finding my YouTube. So, and I am telling the stories you guys wanted to hear. I am telling the story of where it all began, where I began, how I got here. This is a memoir. This is a beginning of a story. You know, memoirs are kind of sections of your life. I'm not doing an autobiography. That's like all the things, you know, from zero to now. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to cover it to where I really, you know, you'll see. It'll be a section. However, it's been kind of healing and difficult. I literally hear myself sighing through some chapters where I'm just like, I have to relive this. But it does show the progression of how these gifts started to come into play. Wow, what I need to book like now. I love the music you have going on right now. I can't wait to get a copy. Thank you so much. I'm very excited because it has taken me so long to feel like basically, fuck it. I'm going to write this book. I got you, Eric. It took me so long to kind of realize. I think there was a point where I was telling somebody some things that, you know, happened in my past. Not happened in my past, but just kind of some truths, you know, people in the family, my perspective. You know how, like in every family, there's different perspectives depending on what you experienced in your family, right? And I believe there's the people that are truth sayers, you know, people who speak the truth in families, and I'm one of those people. So I've been very scared to, I'm going to cry. Not going to cry. Not going to cry. Speak my truth. And it's been a long time coming to tell this story. And I feel like when I first started trying to tell this story, I really didn't live life long enough to tell this story. When I have tried to write this, not this particular book, but a book about my life, because I have a very interesting life. At least that's what writers in LA tell me. And I have told it many times, but I've omitted a lot of things out. And what I would always hear from people is, I feel like there's something you're not saying. One of the things I wasn't saying was my abilities before I was out of the witch closet, broom closet, whatever closet. And I wasn't telling people about that. And I wasn't really telling the truth about my childhood, you know, what I really felt and went through. Kind of protecting. There's no like crazy things. It's just, you know, when you have to tell people painful things that you're just going, yeah, this wasn't a great time. There's a lot of things I was fortunate to not experience. But, you know, my mother dying after I was born and all of the trauma that comes with things like this. And so being raised by my aunt and uncle and all that. And then what I'm trying to do for everyone is really weave in how you see how I go from zero to not really understand, meaning zero, like not really understanding these abilities, to the experiences I had as a kid, to things starting to happen, not really fully grasping what's happening to me, to fully grasping and accepting what's happening to me, to graduating. Does that make sense? But all these crazy incidences that I've told people, and I've told you guys on podcasts or on, you know, videos, all these little things, I'm weaving it all together and telling the full story. So I hope you guys like it when I'm done, because I'm almost done. I would say I'm about halfway there, maybe a little more. And I'm writing every day, so it's going pretty fast. And you know what happens in writing, especially if you've had a story inside you, once you go, it just flows out. So I'm the type of person that I kind of write in my head. I already have it in my head. It's very intuitive for me. I can't do an outline, it doesn't work for me. And then I just go. Does that make sense? So that's what I wanted to share. And here's my root beer float. It's melting. So what do you guys think? Thoughts? I'm not going to tell you the name of it because obviously I want to wait till it's protected before I say the name of it. But look for it because it's going to be, I don't know the projected date, but it's coming soon. So I think this is going to be very different. This is much more personal. It's much more detailed. It's much more of a real story. Thank you. So yeah, and I'm excited for all of the people who supported me in my work. I'm going to cry again. Over all these years, it kind of means, it's kind of more like I'm writing it for you guys. Like I'm writing it for the people who really trusted me and let me read for you, and you trusted me and let me teach you. And it's like, I feel okay sharing it. Then I go, wait a minute, like other people, this is where I was saying I get a little creeped out and want to hide. I'm like, oh, other people may hear this story who I don't know. How do I feel about that? And that's what's been scary for me. But it's okay. I'm letting it be. With that said, I'll do my first reading, Eric. What can I do for you, Eric? Waiting for your story to be sent to my podcast. And by the way, my class tomorrow, the alien communication class, I'm going to share a dream I had about aliens and what they taught me in this dream, which is pretty trippy. I haven't even tested out what they taught me because I feel like it's impossible, but that's probably the problem. Anyway, I'm going to share that. I have a feeling that they came to me in a dream knowing I'm teaching this class. So I'm excited about the class tomorrow. See, that's my problems. I like these nice little intimate settings with the people I know and trust. But it's okay. I'm willing to butterfly out there. Eric, what can I do for you? I'm doing a reading for Eric. I would like to connect with my aunt who was from my mother's side. Well, I don't really want to know much about her, so, and I don't even know what that means, to be honest, but let's remember when I do a reading, I just need to know your aunt on your mother's side. She's going to tell me how she passed and any other information she'd like to give about, and then give me some confirmations and details about her passing. I mean, about her life. Okay. So it's better if you just tell me my aunt on my mother's side, because she'll tell me whatever she wants to talk about. I don't even know what that word means, but to be honest, she's probably going to more talk about which things, she's learned and maybe anything she'd like to pass on to you is usually the MO, but we'll see. Okay. So your aunt on your mother's side. So she says that her passing was very peaceful. She felt at peace about it. She knew it was coming. It had been, she says, not a lot. She says a long time coming. It's not like she was like suffering a long time. It's kind of interesting the way she says things were starting to go south with her and be more and more difficult. So she was aware this was happening. Um, she has a very calming effect. She is talking about something around her chest, around her heart. So if you could do me a favor and just talk back to me as I'm reading so you can let me know if any of this is making sense. Yes, she made it to 102. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, she says the key to all these things is to wants to give some advice. Yeah, I would say that's a very long time. That's probably, I will say, Eric, that is the oldest person I've ever talked to on the other side. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Of people who know them. I have spoken to people in history, let's say, but didn't know who they were. It's hard to explain when people have come to me to communicate with someone, like for research or something, and I don't know them. If I don't know them, I know nothing about them, and they can verify it, I'll do it. But if it's someone I kind of know a lot about, I won't do it because I think I'm being influenced. Yes, so this is the oldest person that a relative have come to me to speak to for sure. But what she wants to give some advice is, and she's kind of speaking to me as well and to everyone, about life. She's very calming. She's kind of like this music, very calming. She says, if you allow yourself to fret and worry about the mundane things and the little things, I got you, Jason, then you're going to have a really long life. She says life will only seem difficult and long if you really care so much about the little and mundane things. She said one of her secrets to life and living long was to treat each day like, and she says she's aware this sounds kind of cliche, but each day like a new adventure. But she says she doesn't mean it like just be optimistic to a fault. She says she means it like each day was a new beginning. And instead of looking at what you didn't do and criticizing yourself and going over the list of what's wrong and what's wrong with you, that's not how she lived along. How she lived along was like, well, today is a new chapter, a new beginning. And whatever happens in the past, and I can't wait to hear what she's going to say this, is really only the tools to help you with the present. That's it. So she says she looked at it like if you were to go for a hike, right? You don't think about all the things you did wrong on the hike. You think about the stick you found, um, the rocks you found. You think about the leaves you found, um, maybe the new trails you found, how you learned how to um, put your footing better, and all of this. And this helped her. This helps you on the present time. So anything you went through in the past, you learned, you experienced, and now you have those tools. And I will say I love this because I am someone who she didn't say the future, that's my focus. She says the present, and she says the present is the future, so it doesn't matter, it's the same. She lived in Guatemala as a folk healer, so that's great advice. Okay. Yeah, so she says it's a very cool thing what she says. She says I'm a person that doesn't really love to focus on the past either, but her way is the past is something to cherish as you learned and now you have those tools, but not to dwell. And she means even just day to day. And so that's her advice to you, Eric. And lastly, she is talking about drinking teas with leaves, like mint teas, like fresh tea, not like just the tea bags, which are fine, but she says to make sure to drink teas, herbal teas, but she means like go get the herbs. You know what I mean? Like go get the mint and then put it in a, and then seep it. I think she's even talking to me as well, but seep it, go get, yeah, fresh herbs, but she says make sure you know what you're using. Um like at a Chinese, like at a Chinese medicine store where they can give you, like in LA they have one in Burbank. I think you're here in LA, right, Eric? Are you here in LA? Yeah. So they have one in Burbank, and I think she's telling me this too. I keep getting a hit that I need to go to the Chinese herbal store, so I guess I'm going to be doing that because your grandmother also is telling me. And that's her advice. I have a couple of apothecary herbal places I already like already. Yeah, I like to go to the Chinese herbal store because they have like a Chinese doctor there and they'll look at you and they'll tell you what you need. They can know how to look by looking at your eyes, which is what she's talking about. Apothecary store, a lot of times they really don't know about healing if it's witchy. Just saying. That's what she was showing me. Okay, Jason. All right, everybody. So if you're new, if you're just joining, um, earlier I was talking about my book that I'm writing. You're welcome. I was letting everybody know about my discount on readings till tomorrow, the 50% off of readings and gift certificates, which I don't do very often. I only do a few times a year. If you're going to get a gift certificate for somebody, please make sure they want a reading because it can go very bad if you don't know if they want a reading. And yeah, so, and I was talking about, we were talking about aliens. I think that's everything. So what can I do for you? Jason is on my list. And also you have 15 more minutes to get on my list and then I close the list. We're just chilling here today. If you need if you want to know the codes for my 50% off, just go to my Instagram stories. If you're on my Patreon, go to my Patreon. I had a job interview the last week. I'm trying to get a good feel of the company and will I get the job? Okay. Well, I can't tell you if you're going to get the job. I can tell you what they're thinking of you and what they're saying about you. I don't like to really predict and go, oh, you will get the job or you won't get the job because things can shift. But I can tell you what they're thinking of you, which can give me a pretty good idea of where this is heading, if that makes sense. So let me look at how they thought of you in the job interview. So I'll remote view the past. Okay. So hold on. So when I see them talking about you, during the job interview, I feel like they thought that you were very upbeat and you were very engaging and very professional. They look kind of uptight for some reason. So I feel like what's happening though is that it is between you and one other person. Okay, thank you. No judgment on my interview skills. What do you mean no judgment on your interview skills? What does that mean? Um, they definitely saw you as like kind of keeping the conversation flowing. You were pleasant to talk to. I feel like the only thing is that they have someone else they're talking to. What I do see them discussing is whether you'll be tough enough. Is this like a management type of position? Are you overseeing people? because what they're discussing right now is he going to be able to, you know what I mean, like toe the line with people, like be tough on people, if that makes sense. Not tough and not hard on people, but that type of thing. So I do feel like they're kind of deciding between you. You remote view the past. There are two people in the running. Okay. um, it's the two people, meaning you and one other person, right? I feel like the other person, they feel like this person's a lot more of a kind of like of that kind of tougher skin, thicker skin, but they do feel, yeah, not over people, but the manager of a new, yeah, they do feel like the people won't like them as much. So they're deciding, do we want to go with him, meaning you? Is this a girl, the other one in the running? I'm not sure. But they kind of deciding whether to go with you. And yep, because I see the girl. Okay. And the girl's she's a little more like, a little more robotic. Like, this is what we do, this is how we do it. And so they kind of like that they know she'll do it, but they're kind of concerned that people won't like her as much. So they're deciding, do we go with him where we know he could do the job and the people will like him better? He may not be as tough and thick skinned, but we may have less problems from him. So they're leaning towards you. I have a feeling they may have one conversation, another conversation, very brief conversation, almost like, I don't know, may even seem casual, like just trying to get a feel of you one more time or something. But I feel like that's what it's about. That's what I see. So it's leaning your direction because they're really concerned about, they don't want any problems with the people. They don't want the people to dislike the new person. So I feel like your ability to be friendly and all this type of stuff. I wish I would have talked to you before the reading, because I would have said really lean on how you can manage people. I hope, would have been a shoe in, but it does feel like they're leaning your direction because she just isn't very likable as you are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Do you know her? Are you friends with her? Making a lot of noise. This makes sense. My friendliness puts me in a different bracket. Yeah. That's why they're kind of like, okay, we know he can do the job. Now, okay, I'll mention that next time too. You have another. Oh, you know her? Okay. But do you know her? I'm just wondering, do you know her ways? No, I don't know her. Okay. Are you having another interview with them? If you have another interview with them, which I have a feeling you're going to have some kind of conversation, just when they kind of quiz you on like how you would handle a certain situation, make sure that they know you're not trying to be everyone's friend. You know what I mean? That this is something you have to manage and you have to take care of, and that you try to care for everyone, but you know what I mean? That type of thing. Thanks, Jason. Who else is in here that's not speaking? Okay, well, you have a few more minutes to get on my list, and if not, then I might close early. Me? Hi, Angie. Are you peeking? They will call me next week, but not a determined date and time. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they just may have a little, like, we just want to ask you something real quick between that. I don't know, between their final decision. But I feel like they're definitely leaning your direction because they've had problems in the past. So You're peaking. How are you feeling? Angie's, how are you feeling? How are you been feeling? Angie has gone through it. She has been through it. A bit of health issues. By the way, did anybody watch my health class? Health class sounds like health. It sounds like high school or something. Did anybody watch my class on Patreon about health and everything? Hi, Ruth. Didn't I just talk to you, Ruth? Okay, great. I'll keep you posted. Okay, great. Did anybody watch the class I posted on Patreon? Awesome, Ruth. We were okay. Yes, I watched the class, but I haven't done the meditation. Okay. The first episode. The first episode. You mean the first class? Okay, I posted a second one. What would it help? I need to watch the second health. Okay, is it like hard to watch the classes? What do you guys prefer? I'm posting these because I wanted you guys to have, to watch it whenever you want, which I thought was easier than having to attend a class. Like I'm doing the alien communication class tomorrow, which, like I said to everybody, I had a dream recently that I'm going to include in this class where they, taught me something else. Also, my job doesn't have modified duty, so I'm off work till the 31st. I had to apply for disability with EDD. Really? Are you feeling that bad? Temporary disability? Are you still feeling that bad, Angie? Oh no. Oh, your work doesn't have, oh, that's why you had to do it. Okay. How are you feeling? Speaking of health, has anyone else been addicted to the show The Pit? Because I have been. Me over here. And Severance, which just had the finale. Yes, we talked earlier and I watched the first health class. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And I'm doing a class about aliens, Ruth. You know what I mean? So anyway, well, I'm glad you guys came and hung out. I'm excited. My doctors recommended it, but if we have to move to Ecubator, I can't do that. Better, but I've been watching myself also weaned off the meds more. Incubator, what? But if we have to move oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. All the more time for you to learn spiritual stuff. Incubator. I know. I figured it out. All the more time for you to be practicing spiritual things. Is it? You're just laying around, Angie. Could be learning some things. Could be mentoring some things. My favorite thing, though, is the mentorships that I'm doing. It's really fun to watch people develop, and I can hold their hand through it. It really does. It really is one of my favorite things. It's also why I'm writing this book. And, the more I can get you guys up and running and doing your thing, the closer I am to retiring. No, I'm joking. Are you still taking donations for readings? Real quick, Jazz, you're my last one. Go ahead. You're my last one. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So am I the only one addicted to watching The Pit, or is anyone else going to not admit to it? Because we all know that we're watching shows to kind of, check out a little bit, right? We all agree on that. The Pit is awesome, isn't it? I think so. Also, Severance. Severance is amazing. If you haven't watched Severance, you need to go watch it. I've been going down the anime rabbit hole. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's cool. I'm not an anime person, but totally respect that for sure. How's everyone been feeling lately? Because I know everyone's been a little bit in a poopy place. That's what I've been getting from people in my readings. Feeling a little poopy. I'm sure I'm going to get a notification. Oh, okay, Jazz. Next time, it's not. Oh, sorry. I think you misunderstood. My donations are 20. It's not just any donation, and I don't do super chat. The description was in the. I can do this for you real quick, but I don't see this money that in super chat, everyone, because I don't have enough views to ever. You have to reach a certain amount before they even give you the money. So it just sits with YouTube for, I think, I haven't seen anything for it since a year ago. I don't think I've ever been this stressed politically as I am now. I'm sure. Hungry, LOL. What is hungry? Okay. Whatever. I can answer you real quick, but for next time. And the reason why I don't do super chat is because you have to make a certain amount before they'll release it. I think the last time they released anything to me was a year ago. So I got tired of it, and they take a big chunk. So I rather people for the future, you donate in the description below. I can do a quick question, but I can't do a medium reading. So if you have a question real quick, well, I don't predict people getting. I don't believe the future. If you're new to me, the future is something preset. Meaning, I don't believe if you guys aren't in a relationship, I can see if you guys are developing something. The future isn't preordained. It's not preset. When someone says, "Yeah, you're going to get married," they're just telling you what you want to hear. It sounds like you guys are friends, but you haven't developed any romance. My first hit on that when I see him is he doesn't really even know that you feel this way. So, you guys aren't in a relationship. This is just a friend. For some reason, he doesn't know you want to be married and have kids with him. So, if you're in a relationship with him, he really isn't seeing it that way. If you're not in a relationship, he doesn't really see you guys in that way. And he's definitely not interested in marriage or children right now. So I would say you have to know when it comes to the future, it's what we put into things that set how the future unfolds. And if you're just hoping at some point he's it just happens, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? You have to put some energy into it. So if you want it to change, you're going to have to talk to him and tell him how you feel. Lastly, he's not in that space at all. I just don't see it. I feel like when I see him, he's busy and he's getting life and he feels young, and just not something he's thinking about at this time at all. So remember, you guys, if you want romance to happen and you want things to happen, you have to put energy into it. You can't just hope this person just kind of turns to you and says, "You are the one." It doesn't work that way. And I think women need to know that about men. They're not like just having all the power and they just choose you. So if you want something to happen, you're going to have to put some energy into it. Because he doesn't even know you're feeling that way. You know? Yeah. It's important, everyone. Okay. So I'm going to do. Why my laptop's getting full. Anyway, so, let him know. Let him know. Gotta let some people know, All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. For those of you who are on my Patreon, go check out the stuff. I was what am I trying to say? My Patreon, go check out my stuff on my Patreon. For those of you who, you're welcome, Jason. For those of you who are taking the class tomorrow, I'm like trying to go over the list in my head. Sorry. I will see you tomorrow. If you're not going to be here live for the alien communication class, don't worry, because a copy of the class will be sent to you. Please let me know what you guys think. Why doesn't anyone am I just crazy, or no one comments on Instagram anymore? Like nobody comments, like hardly ever, on anything except for maybe TikTok. Just saying. I don't even post that much reminders of my podcast anymore because no one even comments anymore. So I just put the podcast out and figure people will find it when they need to. And I post it sometimes. Is it just me? Let me know before you guys go. Have a few seconds. Yay, nay, no, me? Is it just me noticing that? Am I crazy? I don't know. Okay, well, talking to myself. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Is this mic on? Hello, is mic on? Thanks for joining me. I know I don't comment on most. I know people are afraid to comment. They really are, because people pounce on people. You know what I mean? They're just like, meh, 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 meh. Someone will say, "Here's some new soap I got." They're like, "I hope you like your soap. I hope you like it. I hope you like it." And that soap sucks. And it's just like you can't say anything. So I understand why people don't comment anymore, and I get it. But it is hard when you're putting content to know, like, do people like this? Do they hate it? What's going on? I don't know. It's a weird world. All right, everyone. Have a great Saturday. You see I'm messing with my hair? It's driving me nuts. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday night. And well, I enjoy how you post things. Thanks, Ruth. Thank you. Have a great night, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. I never heard back from Jay-Z, so I hope it helped her. I don't know if it helped or not. I think she left. See you soon. Follow yourself. Follow no one. Listen to your inner voice. And I'll see you soon. And I'm probably going to get a bunch of flags from YouTube for playing this music because, you can't win with YouTube. Well, I didn't monetize this. So, or did I? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I monetize it because I don't get anything. I think I monetize it so that they would push me out, because they don't push you out if you don't. Whatever. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Good night. Stop talking, Adela. See you soon. They can kick rocks. Seriously. Kick rocks, YouTube. That's how I feel. Thank you, Ruth.